2, 1, go.
Okay, here we are with our first simulation. This is the PhET website that we're using for forces on a spring, inside of a spring, and ultimately energy in a spring. This one is nice because we've already done this experiment. This is what we used for the linear pattern. Now we flipped our axes, so it is a little bit different that way, but not much. The other reason that it's nice to redo this experiment is that we're going to do it on a simulation. And I found as much as students are comfortable with computers, they're distrustful of simulations. So in any case, put the wild guess, if you stretch it 10 centimeters, what force will it exert? That's a little different than the linear one, so they will need to do the lab to figure that out. And this is also a great one to get them to write down the research question on their own. So I want to jump to the simulation because there's a teacher's note here that says, change the spring constant of spring 3 in the simulation to match yours. So let's do that. I'll show you what I did. I just took one of the springs we got from Susan, and I put 250 on it, and I recorded how much it stretched. And then inside the simulation, you can change just spring 3. And so I changed the hardness of spring 3 so it stretched the same amount. And for me, I found out that those thick ones needed to be on this number 8. Both of them stretch about 9 centimeters. But you can see, you can accommodate just about any of the springs we've been using in class can be made to accommodate. And that's going to be great because that's going to allow us to use the simulation for a real world prediction. And again, we just want to emphasize, scientists use simulations all the time. And they are slightly distrustful of them, but they're always checking those simulations against real world events to verify. So same thing we want to do in class. One other thing I want to make a note of is since we've been beefing up our conclusions, this is an excellent one. Almost every student ought to be saying in their limitations sections, this is based on a simulation. So guiding them and making sure they take note of that is a good idea. Thanks.
Okay, now.